So let's start because I promised a video of how to free to play and have silver lines. I will go on the list. I made this is basically the first video I'm making with the script, quote unquote script. I mean, you can see it. It's not not really professional. We'll go through the whole um, one-to-one explanation for every single one. So the new mechanic. So what I mean by the new mechanic, uh, if saw, maybe you saw, maybe didn't. Every time you finish the battle, you can see if you finished with the bonus. So if you get 3 kills, 6 kills, or 9 kills, you will get a bonus. I'm not sure if you can see that. No, you cannot see it. But if you get 3, 6, 9 kills, you get EXP bonus. So that's great if you're a good player, of course. But you're not really dependent on it. It's quite possible to at least, I'd say, 60% of games get at least 3 kills. But if you're like me, you're gonna have games like where you have basically no kills but fuck ton of assists, like 2 kills, 5 assists, or like 1 kill, 2 assists, 2 kills, 3 assists. So usually for me I get more assists than kills, but that's probably because I play a lot of I start a lot of with the AML90, which basically on at least 8.0 and forward it has no post-ban damage, and usually if you see something with ERA you're not gonna panic. So usually I get only the scout and assist, which, look, listen, assist if you're not taking kills as importance. If you have like 5 or more assists, it is more than enough to suffice. But of course the new mechanic only works on kills, so you need 3, 6 or 9 kills, but 9 kill games are usually a nuke, so you anyway get fuck ton of XP, and it will really boost up now the new mechanic. Of course I made a rant when the SP changes the repair cost depending on lifetime came in, so I made a huge rant about that, basically like a 20-30 minute video. I'm sorry, but I didn't have a script, so I was like just spitting shit. But I was pretty angry because nobody talked about it, and now the new mechanic came out, nobody again talked about it. But oh well, shit happens. The second thing, the daily login bonus. So what I recommend, even if you don't have time to play the game, like just while you're working or something, turn on the game and just claim the bonus. Usually you will get boosters, but on day 20, maybe I'm wrong, you will get wagers. Now wagers are great, I'm gonna talk about that later. So basically what you want to do with daily login, you can see what I got. So you want to go to the huge trophy daily reward, and what you want to do is not continue logging in, but to reset your login time. So if you are sure you're not going to be able to get to the next huge trophy, what you should do is not log in one day and then start logging in every day again. What I mean by that is to sometimes your login daily reward won't be reset at full, so you're gonna lose like 10 days or like 5 days, sometimes something in between, so you will get closer to getting the huge trophy reward. Now the next thing is wagers, boosters, and orders. Now orders, as you can see, I don't use them. Most of them are pretty irritating to finish. You're going to get angry, and then you're basically not going to do anything. So what I recommend is find something that you can do even if you don't really try to do it. So like anti-mech is not really easy, but blind hunt, so there are some orders that you can try if you think you can win it, but I recommend just activating orders just for the sake of activating orders. I don't really do them because I get angry if I try to finish them and I die early. Now, boosters. Boosters, we all know the curse of boosters so above 100% bonus. Of course, that's not Gaijin fucking you up. Usually that's you. And wagers. Now wagers are my favorite thing now. Which wagers are my favorite? The destroy 10 units, because I primarily play multiplayer. So I really easily get 5 kills in the 10 battles. So you can see I failed 8 games. Only one stage did I finish, but that's for free to play player. You basically gain 90 silver lions, 90k silver lions for basically just playing the game. But of course, if you're a better player than I am, you're gonna get more. I don't have it right now, but winning wager, okay, I have it. Battle victory wager, basically win a battle, which usually it's not you that is going to finish it, but your team. Of course, it can happen so that all 3 games you lose, but of what you can do about it, like not much. And my favorite, I hate it a lot, is wingman. So wingman and on hand. On hand is a really fucked up award. Usually you're going to get a lot of it, but when you activate the wager, something funny happens, and even though you're done what you need for on hand or wingman, you're not gonna get it. So this is more the luck based, because of course you need to scout or harm the enemy vehicle and or crit them and hope somebody will kill them, right? But in my case, because I have a lot of games where I have a lot of assists because of the way I play, wingman wager is pretty good. Everything else depends on your playstyle. Now I primarily play ground battles. You will rarely see me playing anything else. And another thing with boosters, very important thing about boosters, if you get any booster that lasts more than 3 games, you should play, if you can, play helicopter battles. So helicopter PvE. Now they boosted research for helicopters in ground battles, but it's not enough in my experience. Usually there's something on 8.0 to 9.0 that's going to easily shoot down your helicopter, and the American ones, the only ones that ATGMs are the German helicopters, but every other helicopter doesn't have ATGMs from the start. You have only the rockets. So basically, what I recommend is if you get some boosters, ASP or especially silver line boosters that last more than 3 games or 3 or more games, you should play helicopter PvE. If you have like 500 SP booster and a 151 that lasts 3 games, you should activate the 151 first and then the 500, so you at least get something out of the 501. Now why do I say that? Because when you play helicopter battles, it can last for 2 even 3 hours sometimes, depending on how good your team does in the PvE. The problem with that is that most of the time you're not really going to have that booster work. Why? Because boosters work the specific time. I'm not sure, but I think like 30 minutes will the booster lose like 1 game. So what I recommend is to have a booster that lasts 3 or more games, so that you can have that booster throughout the 2-hour session. Of course, that's one thing. If you didn't play helicopter PvE, you need time if you're going to play helicopter PvE. Or if you think it's going to be okay for you to basically get 2,000, 3,000 points because you done a lot of things in 1 hour and just leave the game on. Of course, that's a viable option, but you're fucking up the rest of your team. To your playstyle. So, what I mean by your playstyle. So, for me, I'm best with close quarters combat. So I usually take tanks that are good in close quarters, and I hope I will get a map that is close quarters. And what I usually do, if I get a map, I try to see on which map can I get in close quarters. So which part of the map can I get in close proximity, or CQC. And then every single map, not every single one, but most will get close quarters, and that's why I will try to, in every map, get in CQC. Now, I didn't put on the script, but just a mention, these 2 things. So even if you don't play ground battles, I recommend doing this. Even if you don't play aviation, I recommend doing this. You will get some kind of booster out of this that will help you gain more. And of course, in your play style, depending on, maybe before Israel, I loved playing M18, and because M18 was fast, I usually put myself in close quarters. Even though the reload isn't that great, I was able to utilize M18 best when I played like that, not like a sniper, like a tank destroyer. I played it more in CQC. Before I had all these tanks, I loved KV-1ZIS because it was before, and it is now, great in CQC when volumetric was first added, it was crazy good. The only way you could penetrate KV1 was basically this, and that's why you see this covered. It was really hard to kill in KV1 this at the time when the volumetric was added, because people were still shooting the places that thought will penetrate before volumetric was added. So depending on what you like, you activate wagers for that, and then try to get, like, don't stress out. Like in 10 games, you see, in 10 games I will get at least one game where I get 5 kills, right? And of course I had to put it M51. So why I say M51? Well, if you have some silver lions and in any tree, any of the main trees, you have a tier 5, a tier 4, I think. You can buy M51. Now why do I recommend M51? Well, M51 is a fucking great vehicle. I hated it when I first bought it, but it is a brutally good vehicle for collecting kills for silver lions. Why I say that? Because on 6.0 you're gonna kill everything you see. Now I love what I love doing with M51 is getting in close quarters in CQC, because even sometimes for no fucking apparent reason Germans on 6.0 are still shooting your mantlet. Now the mantlet is the only fucking thing you don't want to shoot on this vehicle. This vehicle is made out of paper. On 6.0 everything will kill it. Everything. Don't shoot the mantle, please. I mean, do, but so that when I play I can have fun, but like, you're not going to do anything good for yourself if you shoot the mantle. Like, if you shoot here where is the weakest, there is some volumetric shit happening here. If you shoot it here, it's very likely you're going to shoot this part, which will make you not penetrate. If we go to Germany, like Panthers, I see Panthers shooting me. Like, if they shoot me here, I'm just dead, right? I'm just dead. But they usually shoot like the mantlet, and you can see there's some funny things happening with the mantlet, and you maybe penetrate, you maybe not. So, and the size, of course. If you see M51, see in this funny position, please always shoot the sides. Always, you're going to penetrate the sides. Like, please don't try to shoot this part. You're usually, it's pretty high angle, even if it's low armor. You're usually not gonna penetrate. I cannot tell you how many times I survive, or I see them shoot my transmission and I survive. They kill my machine gunner or my driver. 6.0 vehicles really cannot, let's take Panther F, like, really cannot do anything about M51. Like, the M51 heat shell, the 105 French heat shell is just